Yo, what's up, guys? Today's video, we're going to be talking about how to get real social confidence. So, I want to be discussing not just the inner game aspects, how you need to think about this topic, but also the step by step structure and framework that you can use to practice implementing this. So, let's get started. I want to cover what is social confidence. So, social confidence is known as a couple different things. So, you can think of it as things like swag or charisma, or some people like to call it big dick energy. So it's kind of just like basically having mojo, man. It's having that charisma. So really all it comes down to simplistically is a self-assured and attractive way of being. So I don't want to get this mixed up and mistaken for being arrogant or being cocky or being that douchebag that's loud and obnoxious, because that's not what it is. Rather, this is about being comfortable and confident in who you are. So it's extremely important pertaining to your success in social interactions, but also just in life in general. What are some of the inner game components of this? What are the key characteristics of somebody that's actually socially confident? So I've broken it down into basically three categories. So the main and first foremost category is going to be certainty and then confidence. The second one is going to be positivity and then humor. The third one is going to be indifference and non-neediness. So we're actually going to break down these inner game frameworks, tell you a little bit about it, how to do it. So let's start off with certainty and confidence. So socially confident men, first and foremost, are not always second guessing themselves, man. So it all kind of comes down to that self-talk. If you just quiet for a second and you listen, there's a dialogue that's constantly going on inside of your own head. So it's your inner voice. And what you need to do is you need to not just recognize it, but you need to start training it. You need to start training it and wiring it to work in your favor in the correct way. So pay attention to the way that you speak to yourself about yourself. So what you want to end up doing is replacing any of that negativity or any of that self-deprecating inner dialogue with things like positive reinforcement. So this isn't going to be about being perfect or attaining perfection, but rather you can achieve certainty and confidence by acknowledging and recognizing your weaknesses and then having a resolve to work on them. So that way your shortcomings aren't problems that make you feel not confident, but rather they're opportunities to learn and to grow. So when you focus on developing your social circle, when you're focused on the actual aspect of putting those components together to create the social circle that we talk about in the program, this forces the function of displaying certainty, displaying assertiveness and confidence just by way of being the guy who's doing the suggesting and coming up with the ideas and is taking the initiative to reach out to people and to make plans. So the second thing I want to discuss from the inner game perspective is humor and positivity, okay? So what you'll notice is that socially confident guys are just laughing a lot, like all the time at a lot of different things, even themselves, especially at themselves. So you have to really master the art of self-amusement and not giving a fuck. So this doesn't mean just go through life without a care in the world, but what it means is do and say things that you want because you find it funny. Do things that you find amusing, not for the sake of impressing anybody or seeking their validation, but because it pleases you. So even if you think something's funny and it doesn't make others laugh, somebody that's socially confident is going to laugh at those things and say those things anyways because they see it as something that is for them and not for other people. So the way that you actually end up doing this is by not taking life too fucking seriously, man. So you have to let go. You have to learn the art of letting go of things like the idea that things should be a certain way or that there's a way that things are supposed to be, and really just kind of taking on this persona of, we're all just basically on a rock that's like barreling through space, and the whole situation is just hilarious as fuck no matter what happens. So back to the social circle aspect of this now, where developing and focusing on the creation of your social skills in your social circle, the actual steps to building a social circle, what this does is it forces the function of this vibe. because what you're doing ultimately is creating these low pressure scenarios where the only goal, the only outcome is to have fun and bring positive energy and experiences. So you're taking the pressure off of yourself. You're taking the pressure off of women, especially for any expectations. You're taking the pressure off of dudes to achieve any outcomes. And you're just approaching the entire situation from an angle of fun, humor, and positivity. So that's why social circle development is so important, is because it forces that function. And then the last thing that I want to discuss is indifference and non-neediness. So a man that is socially confident is unbothered, right? But unbothered by outcomes because he sees life through a lens of abundance. Now, we talked about the need to learn to let go and pay attention to your inner dialogue, but this comes down to a more ontological perspective where you let go of things needing to work out in a certain way whatsoever. Because when you think about things from that frame, ultimately it's a comparison to expectation. And expectation is a lot of the time a construct of validation or what you think should be based on other people's opinions and other people's frame of mind. So the way that we develop this indifference and this non-neediness about our vibe is by being at the source of growth and opportunity in our own lives. So when you can see that you are the generator, the ultimate source of everything in your life, when you take full accountability, full responsibility, you can understand that you have the control, you have the power. And because of that, you can start to see and understand the limitless nature of possibility and abundance, right? So when it comes down to what we're doing here with the process of creating a social circle, it forces the function of abundance and non-neediness. Because think about it, girl isn't talking to you and or giving you a lot of, good feedback, then you can just go talk to somebody else. Or if you're talking to a guy and he's being boring, then you can bring other people into the equation. So when you focus on development of social circle, this forces the function of indifference and non-neediness. So now that we've got the inner game aspects of what it really looks and feels like to be a socially confident man, let's talk about the actual steps and the linear process that you can take to practice this and implement, making this a part of your personality. And you can do this in every situation, all throughout your day, in ordinary circumstances, all throughout your life. So what I would recommend for you watching this video is figure out where you're at on this framework here, and wherever you feel like you lack when it comes to your confidence, I would do my best to each interaction throughout my day, push it to that level that you're on and just continue to repetitively just repeat the level you're on until you've done it so many times that you start to feel like it's getting redundant or getting boring. And that's when you know that you're able to step up and move on to the next level. So what you want to start off with, if you're at the very bottom, the very least what you could be doing throughout your day is when somebody's walking past you, or when you're, let's just say for this example, in the elevator with somebody, just making eye contact with them and then just saying hello. So whenever you're, let's say for example, in the elevator, you'd say, "Hey, what's up, man?" And then you would look away and you'd go about your day. So you want to just practice being able to make eye contact, say, "Hey, what's up?" And then get comfortable with that before you move to the next phase, which is going to be, "Hey, what's up, man? Hey, I like those jeans, by the way, bro." And then let him say whatever he's going to say and then say, "Yeah, no worries, take it easy." So the second step is going to be not just saying hello, but also throwing in a compliment, okay? So practice that until you start feeling comfortable saying, "Hey, what's up, man? Oh, I like the jacket, by the way, bro." When you feel like that's getting redundant, when you feel like that's getting boring, then you move on to the next step, which is going to be a compliment, and then it's going to be followed up by a question. So say you walk into the elevator and you get settled and you say, "Hey, what's up, man? I like those jeans, by the way, bro. I got to ask you, where did you get those from?" And then after that, it's, "Okay, cool, man. Appreciate it. Have a great day." So get into the cadence of building this up and working your way up this ladder. So once you feel comfortable with that part of it, it's going to be the eye contact and the hello and the compliment and the question, and then the question, and then a conversation. Okay. So working your way up, it's walking in and saying, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Hey, I like those jeans, by the way, bro. I gotta ask you, man, where did you get those at? Oh, for real? I thought you might have got those from Zara. Zara is like where I get all my jeans at. It's like my favorite spot. I like those. I figured maybe those were from there. Hey, where are you from, by the way, man? Okay, cool, bro. Well, anyways, good to see you. I'll see you around, man. Have a nice day." So working your way up to being able to just have a conversation with somebody and then ending it without any expectation or outcome in mind and just telling people, "Hey, have a great day," or "I'll see you around." And then the final phase here, which you're working your way all the way up to, is having the conversation and then closing for the contact information. "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Bro, I gotta say, I like those jeans, by the way, man. I'm actually curious, where did you end up getting those?" "Okay, that's dope. I usually get all of my jeans over there at Zara, but I'm gonna have to start looking into that spot because those are going pretty hard. Hey, where are you from, by the way?" "Oh, for real? Cool, man. I actually just moved here from Colorado, man. You seem like a cool guy. Do you ever go out on the weekends?" "Well, yo, we should pop out and get together sometime soon, man. Let's stay connected. You got Instagram?" Collect the Instagram and work your way up this ladder all the way until you feel confident enough to actually go for the close. So wherever you feel like you're at on this ladder, you need to just practice taking those baby steps and getting to where you feel like you're pushing your boundary. Get very comfortable until the point you feel bored. Move on to the next level. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be around. Peace.